Hey, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought I'd come down to the stores and check it out. I need to know what's hidden stores for when people ask me for stuff. I'll just walk you through it. So we have some cases of surgical masks. This is what we're giving to each member of staff a day. Usual stuff. We've now got this stuff. This is what I found really interesting. There's one pallet of surgical masks. There's 1860 small. There's another tiny pallet of surgical masks. This is hardly any. There's 20 in a box. This is not a huge supply. This is the 1860. It's a fairly good pallet of 3M, and it does appear that they have the 8 to 10 bag. But effectively, what we've got here, it's not a huge amount. Bear in mind we use about 3,000 a day. There's 20 in a box, and each box has 6. This is not in-depth stores. Now when you look at this stuff, this is actually hand gel. These are really cheap face masks. We do have surgical gowns, which are kind of good. We've got quite a few of them. But gloves, hand lube, gloves. I do think this is going to be the next thing that's going to run out. I do think gloves will be the next thing to run out. The new thing that has run out, I see they have some supplies of them, and that is these little critters, which are these little critters. So we ran out of our usual supply, so they managed to get these, right? Now a lot of people have cloth ones, which is probably a good way of doing it, because as you'll see, we're actually restricting who's getting these, because we really don't have a lot of them either. IVs and stuff like that, and the usual stuff. Plastic shoe covers, interestingly. And some old face shields, some drapes, not really useful. So yeah, what exactly? And these are very cheap hand rubs. The main reason I came here is to show you this. So we have masks that we're handing out for patients and visitors. We have them in little boxes, and it's not for staff use because they're not certified as useful as a surgical mask in Canada. So that's pretty bad, because a surgical mask has some standards, but it doesn't have huge standards for protection. So it's interesting that we are having to physically use substandard clinical masks for patients and visitors. This is our donated section. These are masks that we aren't really using for us because they've been donated. We're not happy about them. But yeah, these are the types of disposable masks that we're not using, and of course they're made in China. Interesting. And we're using them for patients and visitors. These were the donated supply from China that came through. Like I say, we're not using them. We're just using them for other people. You know, people will pay a lot of money for this. There's a website one of my subs pointed out to me is selling 5 N95s to $20. Selling these, I think, for $1 each for each mask. Crazy, and it doesn't really make certification in Canada. So these are actually the ones we're not using. And you can see what they're like. So we're only using these for patients, visitors, not for staff. So if you see these around, try not to use them. This was a Wonderful Cat production, 2020.